Hello, Cherie Hansen here. I have been kind of, you know, numbing out the last couple of days because I had oral surgery and a bunch of my jawbone and gum removed, but I'm up and at 'em again. And I want to talk a little bit about my attempt to uh, publicize what I'm doing a little bit more so I can help more people with what they're having to deal with. I invite people to come on and like my YouTube videos. What I do on YouTube is because I am a dedicated learner, I spend the mornings watching teachers, learning about trauma, learning about focus and meditation and healing and how to live in the body, how to be embodied. And my greatest joy is to share that with people so that they can come to a place where they have better navigational skills as they go through what life has to throw at us. Nobody gets out alive, so we're all going through this stuff. So can I please mention to you that I do post regularly with the new information that I'm gathering with what I'm learning. I share it with you with the intention of helping you find a greater sense of balance and strength in life. And just my name, Cherie Hansen, it's my YouTube channel. And I want to go on and talk about the song that keeps coming in my head as I go walking, as I'm working in the garden. And it makes me feel so good. You know, it's like, take me to the other side. And that's exactly what makes me feel happy, is the concept of moving to the other side, because so much of what's going on right now is layer upon layer of trauma. I mean, you have your DNA inherited trauma that we know from research has come into your RNA from your father's sperm cells as soon as you were made into a zygote. You got it when you were a zygote. So a lot of the stuff that we're experiencing is actual experiential trauma from ancestors and past events that have happened in our family line. And then you kind of layer that with your own childhood challenges, whatever they were. I don't think anybody was eating marshmallow pies and hula hooping and blowing bubbles throughout their entire childhood. There's always something, right? And how we cope with that as a culture is we're told to not feel. Well, my God, you know, it's horrible. Like, I'm feeling it. Don't feel it. Whatever you do, if you feel it, you're weak and no one will trust you and you're emotional and you'll never have friends and you're never going to get anywhere. So what we learn to do is we learn to toughen up, shove it down, watch streaming screens, drink alcohol, spend money, you know, just anything to keep us distracted. And the book that I just finished reading, which is so good, is a study of how assaults in the body, places where you hurt, where there's chronic pain, are actually from tension meiosis syndrome. And that comes from buried trauma. So if people you know have had their back pain cured and now they've got carpal tunnel and they have an operation on that, and now they've got something going on in their ankles, and they had therapy for that. Now they have heartburn, and they found a medicine for that. Now they break out in psoriasis all over. So what's basically happening is it's the body's protective system. The body is getting in there and causing some kind of pain to distract us from the pain that we're carrying, the deep emotional pain that we're carrying. And the really interesting part of this is we think it's too much. Our subconscious mind thinks it's gonna shatter, it's gonna be killed, it's gonna be destroyed. If you actually look at the trauma, if you actually look at the emotional pain that you're carrying. And many, many other cultures have no fear of this. They will sit down in a circle and they will talk about it. They use myths to help with it. They have ceremonies, dancing, chanting, praying, but always as a group. And what they do is they understand that being alive causes some assault on our emotional field, and that it doesn't mean you are less than other people. So think about how wonderful that would be if we were all just accepting of one another and understanding that, of course, of course you've got emotional pain. You've got your ancestors, you've got your childhood, you've got the worldwide pandemic, you've got economic concerns, and there's just all of this multi-layer. I call it the lasagna of suffering. So many layers. But if we could meet one another in a place where we can, and I'm not talking about getting a fix from drama. Let me tell you everything that's wrong, and I can be a victim, and then you're going to hold me like a baby and burp me. That's not what I'm talking about. That's drama addiction. This is a different thing. This is a group sitting, understanding with wisdom that it's natural and normal to have emotional pain and to be carrying things in our subconscious mind, and that you need other people to be around you with the idea that you are strong, that by sharing this, by being in it, by facing it, you are absolutely heroic. And they all believe that you can do it. They believe that you can push past the numbing out and the dysfunction and the repeated self-sabotaging decisions and get to a place where you know these things happen to you, you see them clearly, and now you, what they call soul retrieval, which means you take that part of your soul or your person and you bring it home. So you are now a complete person. There is nothing about you that you're afraid to look at or accept. And they see you as strong and you see you as strong. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could have this happen in our society? So just keep thinking about all the work you're doing on yourself is going to bring you to the other side. And it's so much lighter there. You'll really enjoy it. Thank you.